Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, the next question was about the information, so here it
Oh,
goes.
perfect.
Why wouldn't God or superior angels give the heroes as much information as possible to accomplish their jobs? How easy can PC angels find out information? Must they search like mortals, or do they have answers on tap?
Gotcha. So I guess that gets to the point I do want to clarify. What are the limits of angels in a second? I mean, that'll lead into the rest of it. So for a second, let's say angels are not the O words. They're not omnipotent. They don't have unlimited power. They're not omnipresent. They can't be everywhere at once. And they're not omniscient. They don't know everything. And so, with that, then, what do they know? And we know that they have some special freedoms when it comes to power compared to us, and special or differences with their presence in a sense when it comes to as compared to us as humans. So how does that work with their knowledge? Basically, they're not limited by a human brain. I don't know how actual true this is, but the way I understand it, because somebody gets in a car accident and they were a genius beforehand, and now they may be a genius somewhere in there. Their spirit didn't get damaged, who they are didn't get damaged, but their body did and their brain did, and now they can't. Even if they can think all this inside, they can't communicate it outwardly, or maybe they just can't even function. What about when somebody's brain dead and they're a vegetable? They're not able to communicate. So they're limited by their brain. And I know that people, your brain health can affect your memory and other things like that. So imagine you're no longer affected by any of that. And that's how free their knowledge is. But that doesn't mean that they know everything. And so when it comes to getting knowledge, that's really up to the host. Again, I treat it like similar to us, because so part of the beauty of this is not only celebrating and enjoying and playing around with all the ways that angels are different than humans, we also get to kind of explore all the ways that they may be similar to us. We are made in God's image, and some people will debate this and say it's a Trinitarian statement, and I'm not the one qualified to say either way. But some scholars will say that when he said, "Let us make man in our own image," he was talking to his divine council, the angels, and he had already made them by that point. And say, or also there's another one. He says, "Look, he has become like us, knowing good and evil," knowing the difference after they ate the apple. And so, or ate, not necessarily an apple, but the fruit from the tree, ate from the tree. We don't know if it's an apple. It's just always made that way. Um, but point being, though, is that they're just us unhindered, but they still don't know everything. And so, and there's other ways I can get into that where I back up, where it's like talking about that they didn't know, like for example, Paul says that the powers that be didn't know that they were. It was part of the plan to crucify Jesus, or else they wouldn't have crucified him. But that knowledge was hidden from them. So anyway, you can kind of go with that and say, look, God isn't just concerned about the situation. He has goals. Like, look, think of a missionary. God has goals of where he's sending the missionary, but he doesn't tell the missionary everything so that his goal is 100% accomplished. He still also has a goal, which is the growth of that missionary. He wants to see that missionary grow as a human, and so he's working on multiple goals all at once. And so the development of that angel as a character, or the party as a group, can also be in play here. So what God will share at what times varies, and what knowledge they know varies from situation to situation. That you can use as a plot point. You as the host can flex it. And there are situations, as far as it being on tap, I'd say there are definitely situations in which the characters may need something, and I treat it just like us. They can pray, and they have access to the same Holy Spirit we do, and God may answer them. That Holy Spirit may give them a guiding, may give them an urge or an inclination in a direction, or may just straight give them a revelatory answer. There it is, or nothing. It may be dead silence. So again, play with that as the host. Use it, and use it to build enjoyment in the game, because really that's what this is ultimately. It's a game. It's not a simulation. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Does that answer the all? Because we kind of lumped a few questions there.
Yeah, I did. I'd say so. Something else that I want to bring up is
Yeah.
that it's saying like, why don't they get all the information to accomplish their job? What if their job is getting said information?
Exactly, and sometimes it can be. Absolutely,
I
yes.
mean, you have like like a one of the disciplines of messengers are watchers.
Yeah,
You
or yeah,
know,
witness. Yeah,
witness now. Okay, yeah, the
yeah.
names has
Watcher is the
changed.
general thing of what they all are, which has to do with not just passively overseeing like the Marvel Watcher,
Right.
observing, but actually being able to get involved. But Watchers is what we all are. What all of the angels, the holy angels, are is Watchers. But Witness is a discipline, like a subclass for Messenger. Exactly. Yeah.
But so with like the messengers being a thing, like if just information was just like as the question said on tap, that kind of makes messengers not as cool anymore.
Exactly. Yeah. 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 This is
Like
true. This is true.
this kind of messenger's whole thing is that they're fast, they're able to get information out there, they're able to like observe to better
Perceive.
like
Yeah.
exactly to get said information.
Yeah.
Like you want a messenger in your hold because you don't want to just essentially be a sitting duck, you know.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, it's one of those things where yeah, the host can once again play with that as much as they do or don't want to. I think that like it's an interesting plot point, but like don't just like overdo it essentially.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Like it, yeah, like you don't want your messenger player to say, I know what my job is today. Like, oh, let them do
Right.
some cool other stuff too. you
Yeah.
know
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
yeah. um but yeah, like I said, and as you said, like the host can once again mess with that as much as they want.
Absolutely. Yeah.
um